Hello. So I'm making a quick video just to show what we can do as far as sharing our results for the TDD practice session. The idea of these sessions that we're doing is actually not exactly getting the problem solved, but actually writing test is the main thing we're going for. This is where we left off as far as the video. Not all tests were passing. I did have a different way I wanted to go as approach the problem. So I went ahead and did that, but I wanted to show what you can do if you wanted to do this. You can actually submit a pull request and show your results. So if you check here, first step is actually going to be forking the branch. I'm not going to open up the practice session open to everybody so they can push straight to. So you actually have to do a pull request by forking. And if you see, I have already done that. Next step will be actually cloning the branch. So you could either download it as a zip if you would like to, but my preferred practice is actually typing git clone. And I will see TDD practice. And now they have a clone of the actual branch. My recommendation actually is to make sure you create. I would create a different branch if I were you. You don't have to if you don't want to, but that's my recommendation. Pull request will be different. Actually, just create a branch with your name. So right now I'm on my branch, and you can see now everything's the same. Oop. Yeah, that's an issue. So the problem is I actually created a branch off a master, or a fork off a master. Let me see if git fetch will work. Progress. Cool. All right, so I just fetched. I don't think I need to do that. Actually, you do have access to all the branches when you clone the repo, so that's good to know. And so now we have our results, basically where we're at. I went ahead and wrote out more tests, so I'm just going to copy and paste those. And went and solved the problem a different way, so I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that. I started doing this on a separate branch, but felt like I should do a video on how to do this. So this is my results. If you wanted to look at it, go ahead and take a look on. So now I'm back here in the terminal. Basically what I'm going to do is add my changes. Descriptive commit message. So now we can see that I now have all my commits on the branch. Now I'll just have to git push origin, and then the name of my branch is Brian Lamar. And then you can see that I've pushed to my fork, which now we'll see here. And so basically I now have on my fork, because I'm not on Ruby for Newbies, I can now create a pull request to Ruby for Newbies. Now my recommendation is not to do a pull request to master, but do a pull request to progress. And And I'll just write a name for the pull request and write what I did. I solved the problem and wrote more test. Now, I did find that not being timed and doing this by myself, I did solve the problem a lot easier and actually had a better approach. So you could do this if you wanted to. You don't really need to leave a detailed explanation, but for one, I switched to assert equal rather than and for two, I used a constant rather than conditionals. So I started doing a string of conditionals, which was actually not a great idea. It got old really quick. So you could see that in my files changed. I used this this new Coinstar constant, and then I did a loop between the key and the values, and pushed the matching figures to the corresponding key, which was a $50, quarter, dime, nickel, etc. I also switched the asserts to assert equal. It actually it provided better messages, and apparently I added the note for the live chat box too. So that is it. Once I do the pull request, I actually can create the pull request here. And now I'm here on Ruby for Newbies. If you noticed, I'm no longer in my personal account. And you can see the pull request. And if there's questions, you can actually say, and that will be a comment. You could also leave a comment on the conversation section on the bottom if you would like to. But if anybody has some work they'd like to submit for any future problems, that would be the way to do it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can leave a comment here, or you can send me a message.